Supposed to be a little bit powerful. It's something that we all need to hear because your emotions aren't obstacles, they're just energy. So whether it's frustration, anger, fear, sadness, even joy, every emotion carries energy. And you have two choices with that energy. You can let it control you, or you can use it as fuel to move forward. So today, we're going to really talk about how to stop stuffing your emotions down and really start channeling them into momentum. That's our whole Motivational Monday today. So, Kathy, welcome. Both Kathys. So here's the truth that most people miss. Emotions aren't bad. We often label them as negative, anger, fear, disappointment, so we bury them down. We ignore them, or we feel guilty for even having the emotions. But those emotions are just data with energy attached. So think about it. You get angry, that means something you care about feels violated. You feel fear, that means you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. You feel sadness, that means something valuable has been lost. And in each case, the emotion itself isn't the problem. It's what you do with it that really matters. So most people waste their emotional energy. They stew in it. They vent about it. They distract themselves from it. But what if we used it instead? So the three most common emotions, here's really how we can channel them. So let's look at frustration. Frustration is powerful. It means that you know you're capable of more, but you're not seeing the result. Instead of snapping or shutting down, turn it into action. Say, I'm frustrated because I expect more of myself. And today, I'm going to prove I can deliver. So you can use that frustration to show up to your workout with more intensity, to meal prep when you don't feel like it, or you can just have a hard conversation that you've been avoiding. Because frustration is a gift. It is energy. So don't waste your frustration by complaining. Use it to create change, because that frustration is present because you are not at the spot you know you shouldn't be or you should be. You know you should be at a different spot and you're not getting the results you want. That frustration is energy. So use that as fuel to move yourself forward, to give yourself another boost in your workouts, your meal preps, anything that you want to achieve in your life. Use it. Number two, emotion is fear. Fear is often just the brain's way of trying to protect us from the unknown. But what if instead of fearing fear, you thanked it? Say, thank you, fear. You're showing me I'm about ready to grow. And we see it all the time in the gym. People, it takes 10 years to get started on something that takes an hour to accomplish. We are fearful of the unknown, uncertainty. So use your fear and channel it. Use it into discipline, into preparation, into courage to take one step forward, even if you're a little bit shaky about it. Because fear doesn't mean stop. It means pay attention. It means you're alive. So use fear as fuel. Let it sharpen your senses, not freeze you. And the third one is anger. Anger is often dismissed as dangerous, but it's just powerful that hasn't really been directed yet. It's just a power that you need to harness and direct. Because have you ever been really mad that someone doubted you? Or you're mad at yourself for falling short of a goal? Well, good. That means you actually care. And many times when we were just talking about coaching and different sports, there's two things that my kids or my athletes say. I'm worried, I'm afraid, I'm fearful. And I tell them, good. Because if you're not a little bit nervous, it means you don't care. If you don't have that little pit in your stomach, it means that it's not worth achieving. There's no risk. And then the other is anger, and that usually comes after a loss. And after a loss, when there's that anger and they're upset, that's where we talk a lot about. Channel that. Because the team that just beat you, they've been doing the work. They've been in the gym. They've been on the field. They've been doing the reps. They've been doing the work. Have you done everything you possibly can as an individual and a team to achieve what you want? So that anger, channel it into your workouts. Channel it into creating structure and discipline. Channel it into changing the situation that makes you feel powerless. Because anger can destroy, or it can build fire in your soul. That is your choice. So let's make this real for you. Here's how to start using emotion as fuel starting today. Number one, pause and name it. When a strong emotion hits, pause. Ask, what exactly am I feeling? Labeling your emotion pulls you out of reaction mode. Number two, ask, what's the emotion trying to tell me? Frustration might be telling you that you're capable of more. Fear might be telling you it's time to grow. Anger might be telling you a boundary's been crossed or a standard's been lowered. And then the third thing to do is decide, how can I use this emotion to take one bold action? Don't wait. Take that energy and put it into motion within 10 minutes. Action breaks emotional loops. It channels emotion into momentum. You don't need to fix your emotions. You need to harness them. So I'll be honest. This isn't just something that I'm just spewing today. It's something that I live by, because there have been many different seasons in my life where I feel completely frustrated. I feel burned out. I feel stuck. And I really question everything that I'm doing. And it could have led to frustration that leads to bitterness, but instead I used it as fuel. So I showed up earlier. I built better systems within the business. I trained harder for my own personal goals. I prepared myself differently in how I deal with relationships with coaching. And over time, that emotional energy turned into transformation. And that's the same with fear. Starting this business, launching new programs, speaking publicly and doing Zoom calls, those are all things that were intimidating. But instead of backing away, I just used that fear to prepare better, to lean into the challenge. Because emotions are real. They're not flaws. They're just fuel. So, okay, your challenge for today, Motivational Monday challenge. Get yourself started. You got rain outside. It's a gloomy day. It's easy to just kind of settle in and throw away the week. So here's your challenge for today. 1, pause and reflect. What emotion are you feeling right now? Don't run from it. Don't stuff it down. Number 2, ask, what is it trying to tell you? And then number 3, within the next 10 minutes, take one action that channels that energy into a healthy, productive way. So if you're frustrated, use it to clean, create, or crush your next workout. If you're afraid, take that step that you've been avoiding. If you're angry, use it to reset a standard or a commitment to a goal. Because again, emotion is energy. Emotion is motion. Use it, don't waste it. So again, thanks for joining me today for Motivational Monday. If this strikes a chord in you and lit a fire in you, do me a favor, send it to someone who needs to hear it. I love the comments on the school app. Judy, who just came into our program, she's been binging on all these Motivational Mondays and keeps sending me direct messages on how much she is loving them. So if you like them and other people like them, send them away. I keep them on my own YouTube channel. They're open to the public so that you can inspire others around you. So let's stop running from our emotions and start using them. That is where the real power begins. So until next time, keep showing up, keep feeling it all, and keep moving forward. I'll see you guys in the gym. Thanks, team.